Cool, Dad, but can you do it in a loincloth like Tarzan?
Tarzan, bring it home, February 1st.
Man, the place sure looks a lot better now that you got those new boards.
Once upon a time, there was a planet, whizzing along through the most vast and empty corner of space. It was a blue planet because of its abundance of water. From the water evolved the most amazing food chain in the universe, chock full of species with incredible intelligence. Most notable of these species were the dolphins and the humans. Both loved to play in the blue water of the magic planet. And when, like clockwork, the planet would tilt into a particular angle, the water would cool and recycle itself. As snow, a substance the humans loved to play in. But this particular December, 1,990 years after the birth of Christ, founder of the humans' second most popular religion, the dolphins swam the seas in playful genius, while the humans got macho and conked each other over the head. We were on a different plane. It was springtime now. The Iraqis had surrendered, but cops in LA laughed as they pummeled a black motorist, causing more public outcry against violence than the entire Gulf War. And we turned our sights to the northern tentacle of the land of the free, Alaska. It was Alaska, the last frontier in the American Empire, and our final stop. We were here with snowboarder Dan Donnelly and renowned extreme skier Scott Schmidt. We had come to Valdez as the guests of the Sena Lodge, the local heli-ski operation. This was an outpost of very few rules beyond kindness and responsibility. When you heli-ski here, there's no contract, release, or document. The pilot drops you off where you tell him to. Your safe return to civilization is entirely dependent on your respect for nature and your own personal limits. Our pilot was the American dream. As a young man, Chet learned to fly helicopters in Vietnam. He still wears the chain from the tail rotor from the first of the 6 helicopters he crashed while there. After Vietnam, armed with enough military medals to sink a small boat, Chet moved to Alaska to escape the regulations, hassle, and rat race of the lower 48. Now he runs the finest heli-ski service in the world. We waited out a late spring snowstorm at the Sena Lodge, and then got the nugget we were looking for. Total freedom, fresh powder, and a helicopter with a great stereo.
It looks like a monster snowstorm out there today, kids. The whole city is shut down and none of the school districts will be holding classes. You're free, no school today!
It's said that the core you, your nature, your personality emerges at age 5 and stays with you forever. When I was a kid, a snowstorm meant freedom was at hand. Freedom from school that day, freedom to watch Gomer Pyle on TV, freedom to go out and play in the snow, blowing off responsibility, staving off impending adulthood, and creating your own reality. A reality built around flying down a mountain in a sweet rush of life, escaping from society's rules while carving magical arcs in the powder. It's the same to me now as when I was 5. Snowstorms mean freedom, joy, and happy bliss.
Niigata, Japan. Here, our film crew had rendezvoused with Scott Schmidt and Craig Kelly to board this well-traveled Aeroflot jet for the 2-hour flight from Niigata to the Russian city of Khabarovsk. The once-a-week flight from Khabarovsk held many Japanese and Russian businessmen who were all exploring opportunities in the new market economy of Russia. Our purpose in going to Russia was to explore a new heli-ski operation in the Bajau Mountains of Siberia with the publishers of the Japanese version of Powder magazine. Tokyo, the world's largest ski market, was only 2 hours away by air. A successful heli-ski operation could be a cash cow for the Russian entrepreneurs who awaited us.
And I really believe that that first turn on your skis, if you, Greg, learned to ski after the age of 4, you can remember that day just like it was yesterday. And that's because it was your first taste of real freedom. The only thing holding you back was your own courage. And you know, here you are 47 years later, and you can probably remember that first day.
I do.
Here you are.
Ah, yeah, sweet freedom. Warren Miller certainly has that one right. My family moved to Maine in 1968, and that's my first memory of snow and skiing. By age 9, my brother and sister and I were competing in something called the Junior Ski Masters. It was a competition for kids. Much like ski instructors when they were judged at their examinations, we kids were judged on our snowplow, our stem Christie, our parallel, and our Vedeling. And at the end of the event, they had this thing called the free run. The free run. The free run was where you could put all the final forms together, but this time you could add tricks. Within a year, the free run had evolved into ballet, moguls, and aerials, the tenets of freestyle skiing. And for the first time ever in ski competition, you could be victorious not by going the fastest between point A and point B, but by going between point A and point B and being the styliest. The styliest skier won. And that, my friends, was the first organized competition for free skiing. What would later become freestyle skiing, extreme skiing contests, and what you see at the X Games today. It all started back east with a bunch of kids doing their free run.
Hello everyone, I'm Jackie Leach reporting live from the rebirth of the fabled Mexican 1000, forebearer of present day's Baja 1000. Here, Saul Paradise and his insane child posse unveiled one of the biggest shocks in all motorsport. He's Jewish. And Saul and his team produced an exact replica of Grand Marshal Parnelli Jones's 1969 Mexican 1000 winning truck, Big Ole. Parnelli Jones, in shock, blinked thrice, then screamed loudly, "Fuck! Someone stole my truck!" But the realization that Big Ole had been perfectly replicated down to the decals drew Parnelli like a moth to a porchlight to meet Big Ole's remakers, Soul Paradise and the Insane Child Posse.